quick update before the review. We actually want to start owner's review, reviewing your own car on our channel. So we actually need your help. And we want to make this global tour, but why don't we start from Korea first? I'll leave my email below here, so let me know a little bit about your car and also let me know your contact number if you're interested. Okay guys, now let's get back to the review. Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. Today we have two Palisades. This is my 2019 Hyundai Palisade and this is actually 2020 Hyundai Palisade with Calligraphy Trim. Calligraphy Trim is new trim, the top trim which Hyundai just have added for 2020 year update. So we're going to show you what is so different about this car. So before we begin, if you love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit that bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys, and let's get started. So compared to fully loaded 2019 Hyundai Palisade, this 2020 Calligraphy Trim will actually cost you about $2,800 US more. Is it worth the money? Let's find out today. Okay, let me just start showing you the car from the front. The Calligraphy Trim now has new front grille. It's actually very easy to see the difference. Now it has triangular pattern pointing downward. It also has revised low bumper with new skid plate. So guys, do let me know what you think about new front design in the comment section. I still love my Hyundai Palisade front design, but I also welcome new changes. So guys, do let me know what do you think about it. And Palisade also have been using this sort of divorced DRL headlamp system up and down like this, and both cars do also have full LED headlamp system. So let me just show you working in more detail. This is DRL headlamp, high beam, turn signal, there's no fog lamp, and this is what horn sounds like. Okay, let me also show you the engine rooms. My Hyundai Palisade has 3.8 liter V6 making about 295 horsepower. On the other hand, Tester has 2.2 liter diesel engine which makes about 202 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. Engine is mated to 8-speed automatic. Our Tester also has all-wheel drive system. So let me show you how fast this Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy with 2.2 liter diesel can be. It took Calligraphy diesel about 8.9 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. It took a little bit more time compared to Prestige trim with diesel engine. Interesting. Anything different from the side? Yes, now it has new 20-inch calligraphy rim design. I personally think it looks a little bit too busy, so guys, do let me know what you think about new 20-inch rim design in the comment section. And it wasn't painted before, but with new calligraphy trim, Hyundai actually painted the wheel arches, and I'm not really a big fan of that. I think it's taking away the toughness of an SUV. So guys, do let me know what you think about painted wheel arches in the comment section. And let's see, our Tester's wearing 245/50 by 20 inches on front and back. And why don't we check out the braking performance of Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy with 2.2 liter diesel. Calligraphy diesel took about 126 feet to a complete stop. It actually did it better than the Prestige trim with diesel. I think because of the brand new tires, because when we got this press card, it only had about 700 kilometers on the odometer, so it's still a baby. All right, let me also show you the second row seats. On the price list, it just says leather for the prestige trim, but for this calligraphy trim, it says Napa leather. So I guess they use something better. And I also noticed you can get this calligraphy trim with only 7 seats with captain chairs in the middle like this. In other words, you cannot get this calligraphy trim with 8 seating configurations with a bench type in the middle. Why not? And it's got more voluminous quilting pattern on the seats and also on the door trims. But other than that, it remains pretty much the same. We also have manual but sunshade for the side, 3-stage heated and ventilation seats, climate control, 12-volt charging, fast USB charging port on either side, walk-in device for lazy people like me, not so big hump in the middle, and we also have dual roof on the top, and only the front one opens. So what is new up here on the first row seats? Well, just like the second row seats, now it has quilted pattern on the door trim. Now the steering wheel has semi-punching pattern on it as well. And most importantly, now it has 12.3-inch full digital gauge cluster. My Hyundai Palisade only has 7-inch screen in the middle, so done it looks good, but I'm not really big fan of the RPM gauge going the counterclockwise. So Hyundai, please give us the RPM gauge going the correct way, please. But everything else remains pretty much the same. We also have head-up display on the top, 10.25-inch infotainment screen with over-the-air OTA upgrade feature, climate and media control on the bottom. We also have wireless charging pad for your mobile phone. I almost forgot to tell you, but Hyundai actually have added this metal grill speaker for the calligraphy trim. Okay, now why don't we go out to the road with Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy with 2.2-liter diesel. Okay, let's start with visibility. This Hyundai Palisade actually has very good visibility. You can trust me on this because this is my daily driver. Side mirrors are bolted below the waistline to give you better visibility, but there isn't any small windows near the A-pillar, but it's got big windows around, so it's actually very easy to see out of the car. And also, if you need some help, you can also get some help from blind spot monitoring system and also alert system, which will also help you during your lane changes. So it's actually very easy and pleasant to be driving this car. It's been a while that I showed you Hyundai Palisade with 2.2-liter diesel, so let's just put the car into sports and drive. It's not super fast, but it's pushing the car very nicely throughout the RPM range. It also handles pretty nicely. And good brakes too. Yeah. In North America, you can only get this Hyundai Palisade and Kia Telluride with 3.8-liter V6 gasoline engine, and that is a good thing because this 2.2-liter diesel just makes driving less pleasurable. You can actually feel and hear noise and vibration coming from the diesel engine. So why does Hyundai sell Hyundai Palisade here in Korea with 2.2-liter diesel? Well, first of all, because it makes good amount of low-end torque. Pushing, still pushing. Like I told you, this 2.2-liter diesel makes about 202 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque, and its peak torque starts as early as 1750 RPM, so you can really enjoy good amount of torque all throughout the RPM range. And it's pulling this SUV very, very nicely. Yeah. Not bad at all. Of course, when you stop standing still like this, you'll hear and feel noise and vibration coming from the diesel engine. But once it starts rolling, let's say about 40 or 50 kilometers per hour, then you won't hear or feel much noise and vibration coming from the diesel. So if you are going to be mainly driving this Hyundai Palisade on highway or long distance journeys, I think this 2.2 liter diesel will serve you very nicely. And supposedly this 2.2 liter diesel is supposed to be a lot more efficient compared to 3.8 liter gasoline engine. So why don't we check out the efficiency of Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy with 2.2 liter diesel. Calligraphy diesel returned over 27 miles per gallon in the city and over 45 miles per gallon on the highway. So it is very, very efficient, and this high efficiency is also another reason for getting this Hyundai Palisade here in Korea with 2.2 liter diesel. We also have 8-speed automatic with paddle shifter, so let me just show you working in action. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's not only shifting quickly but also smoothly, which is a great fit for this sort of mid-sized large SUV, and it feels very smooth and nice for a diesel. 3, 2. Would it go into first gear? Yes. And it also feels pretty smooth in first gear. Very nice. Hyundai Palisade also has rack-type electronic steering system, so let's check out the handling capability. Sort of leans at first, but after that, takes it very nicely. Nice. A little bit to the left and to the right. It surprises me every time, but it's actually handling very nicely. And our Tesla also has all-wheel drive system, which should help with handling. So let's check it out. It's taking it very nicely. Look. Take it very nicely. I love the fact that there's also illustration showing the power being distributed from front and back. And I also hope Genesis GV80 and also G80 gets something like this on the gauge cluster, right? Right now we're driving on the highway with Hyundai Palisade. In comfort mode, it feels very quiet and relaxed. And if you ask me, is this Hyundai Palisade quieter compared to something like Genesis GV80? My answer is definitely no, because I hear more noise coming from the second row seats because we have double laminated windows up front, but just single windows at the rear. And this Hyundai Palisade diesel feels stable even on very, very high speed. Very, very high speed, and good brakes. And we also have adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist, so it can be very, very comfortable and helpful. But for your own safety, always keep your hands on the steering wheel. Okay? Okay, now let's put the car back into sports mode because we're gonna try the corner very, very soon. Fourth gear, maybe. Let's try with third gear. Look, it's taking I told you, it surprises me every time. ESC, all-wheel drive, and everything is working hard to make this SUV stick to the ground. Well done, Palisade. Wow. Very nice. I'm very surprised again. Every time I do this, I'm very surprised, but this guy actually knows how to handle around corners. Wow. Woo. And before we end the show, let me just show you rear cross traffic collision avoidance system, because we have my Hyundai Palisade. Let's just say you're backing out without noticing the car passing by, and Hyundai Palisade will actually apply the brakes for you and also alert you, so which should be a lifesaver. Very nice. Okay guys, this has been our test drive with Hyundai Palisade with Calligraphy Trim. So if you're watching from North America, this would be very close to Palisade Limited. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back with more car reviews. So before you leave, if you love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys, see you soon and stay healthy. Bye bye. Okay, let me also show you the car from behind. Except for this new skid plate, everything looks pretty much the same. And you know, in terms of color, mine's called steel graphite. Looks a little bit more bluish, and this one is actually called rainforest. Looks very similar, but this one, if you see it from closely, it looks a little bit more greenish. So guys, do let me know which one do you prefer, rainforest or steel graphite. Let me also show you the trunk. It's same deal. Even with the third row seat up, it's actually very nice. You can also use the hook like this, so which is very handy. And we also have a mobility kit, you know, fix-a-flat kit and fire extinguisher. Okay, so even corral speaker here. You can also pull the second row seats from here, and also third row is motorized. Okay, so 12-volt charging, corral speakers. This actually has 12-speaker corral system. Yeah, so there you go. Let me also show you the interior color. If you see this color closely, it reminds me of my military, so I don't really like it. If you see, it has like a dual tone, like a blackish plus khaki. But I prefer my Hyundai Palisade better because it's got more bright color. And I also love the fact that it's got simulated but wood trim on the side. And the seats also looks a lot brighter. So, guys, do let me know which one you like better in the comment section. The military color or the white one? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And we also have a wireless remote start. Just lock the car, just hold into this. And this is what a Hyundai Palisade gasoline sounds like. You guys don't know, right? And just want to let you hear the diesel too. So it sounds quite different. You know, you guys don't really buy this, so it doesn't matter, but I really wanted to show you the difference. This is what diesel sounds like. A little bit of vibration, but it's very nicely isolated though. And this is what gasoline sounds like. Okay, and you can also certainly turn off the engines using the remote. Okay. And it also has more voluminous quilting pattern on the seat and also on the door trim as well. But other than that, everything remains pretty much the same. We also have manual but sunshade for the